Hey, what's up, peeps? Today I've got a special guest, my buddy, my roommate, Danny. If you
Yo.
address him in the comments, it's Tony's roommate.
That's my only identifying feature. That's all I'm known for.
I got him here today to play a little bit of Pokemon. We're doing post-recording, just so you know, so everything is done. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. But he's not the best at Pokemon. I have more knowledge than he does, but he's a competent guy.
My
so
Pokemon experience lasts from I played when I was a kid, like the Game Boy, yeah, Game Boy and DS games, up to Gen 4, and then just because I'm in just geek culture in general, and I just watch YouTube videos and shit, and I would always see the reveals. I would know a little bit about the other gens, but I don't really know mainly past what I did when I was a kid. And then Pokemon Go came out, and it became cool to be into Pokemon again. I was like, oh, I'll get into this again. And I've had stages where every now and again I'll get back into it. But yeah, in general, I have no competitive knowledge. I know nothing about stats and EVs and none of that.
Dude, Eevee's a Pokemon.
Oh, God.
But
yeah, dude, he's a Pokemon, and when they had to make a new gen, they had to make a whole new type just to give him a new evolution. They didn't want to pander to any other types.
It was because of Eevee we got fairy types.
Exactly.
It's the only logical conclusion.
Everyone was like, oh, what's the next Eevee type going to be? And everyone was arguing, and they're like, you know what, we're just going to make a new type.
Yeah, new type. New Eevee type. Fairy. But, yeah, so the gameplay you're watching, Danny was playing. I was just kind of in the background giving him a little tips and stuff, so... I put the team together, so that's what the visual is for you guys. But as for us, we're sitting down talking in a room.
Yeah, and in the gameplay, we had a messed recording beforehand,
Yeah, we tried to record before doing live audio. My laptop can't really handle that, so we're doing post audio
and
now.
I just brought that up because I want everyone to know I killed it. I was killing it in the first recording.
He was doing pretty well. I think he had a 4-0 sweep against people.
I was making people forfeit the babies they are.
It was kind of back-to-back wins in the last recording.
And I had a couple losses, and then in this recording, I think I went even or almost even.
Yeah,
I might
even.
Yeah.
You climbed the ladder a bit in the first recording, so you got a bit better people to go up against.
Yeah.
But
because I'm so good.
you did well. You did well. You knew your stuff. We also had me training you in the back.
There was moments where you're just all right, now switch to that Pokemon. All right, because they're gonna do this, and I can predict that, and then this is gonna happen. I'll go, okay, okay, that sounds good, coach.
But that wasn't 100% of the time. You do get to take a lot of the earnings from that. But yeah, so that's what we played out. But yeah, he's here today. We're just gonna talk, have some fun,
I brought this up earlier, but it is a very good stroke of luck that we've been planning this for a week. We were oh, let's plan a day to record and get this done. The day of recording, our day before maybe, and also just depending on when this comes out, I forget.
Might be a few days.
Yeah, so Pokemon dropped their they did their a reveal announcement, or they did an announcement trailer or stuff, and got the most I think it's the most dislikes on any Nintendo project ever on a trailer, because people, well, there's a couple reasons, but because I know I was talking to you about it, people were expecting new games, or just people didn't like it, so I was what a stroke of luck where Pokemon is fresh in everyone's mind and hating on it. We decided to record Pokemon.
Of course. That's just how it be,
Yeah, exactly.
So, what kind of Pokemon journey have you had? What was your favorite generation?
I'm probably split. I like Gen 4 a lot, because that was the last generation I played. And I like Gen 1 a lot. I have a couple funny stories about that, but I like Gen 1 because my man Bulbasaur Master Race.
Oh, Squirtle gang.
Oh my god. Bulbasaur number 1 literally and in our hearts.
I bet you're a Team Instinct member.
Was that the yellow one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was
the stupid one.
I was Valor, I think.
I was Mystic, Blue Gang.
Yeah, and then I got out of Pokemon Go after a month. I was
yeah, that
I was
whatever.
I was oh, Pokemon Go is cool, and then I was this
Yeah.
I don't want to do this, but
It's like everyone was
yeah,
playing
I
it.
remember. Because I think the first exposure, because I think I was a bit too young to play like the first Gen 1 games, like Red and Blue. I might have played them a bit on my Game Boy, but like I was like a kid, so like I just didn't know like how to progress, or like I was just stupid about it. So I remember when like a long time ago, when I was a camp counselor, my group of friends that like other counselors that were like my age. This was like when ROMs were like first becoming a thing. Like, do you remember the GBA for iOS?
Yeah.
It was like the first like
Dude,
phone.
Any kid that had that in school was the coolest kid around.
And one of my friends figured out how to do it, and he showed me how to do it. But like, they were all like, I don't want to call them posers, but they were just like, oh, it's Pokemon, it's cool, haha. And they had all been playing it for like a week, and I came into work, and they were like, yo, Danny, let me show you how to do this. And we were like, we had to be pre-high school, like 15 maybe younger.
It's like
maybe
middle
around that
school
age.
then.
Yeah, like it had to be late middle school. But they helped me showed me all the steps how to download it, and then I came into work like, because it was like
school,
it was
not work.
No, it was when I was a camp counselor.
Oh,
like it was
right.
over the summer.
My bad.
Yeah, so like he showed me how to do it, and it was like, because I remember, because then I played it over the weekend, and I came in, and they were like, oh, like how far are you? And I'm like, oh, like I'm at like somewhere, like I'm at like this gym, and they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, what do you mean? And they're like, and it was Fire Red. It was the Gen 3 remake of Gen 1. So I was like, yeah, I'm like at like whatever, like the 7th gym. I don't know the exact details, but like, what? Like, how did you progress all of us? I was like, cause I'm fucking good, dude. And it's just Pokemon. Like, dude, come on, you don't play it? Like
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like I'll have moments like that where every now and again I'm like, I want to download a ROM, and I'll do that on my laptop sometimes too. Like I'll just be like, I'm getting that like Pokemon bug, and be like, I'll download a game. So like that's. So I like Gen 1 for that reason, because I just remember being addicted to that ROM. Gen 4 was my last big exposure to Pokemon. Like
What starter did you pick?
I think I chose a different starter each time. I was always either Turtwig or Chimchar, though. I never picked Piplup.
I was always Piplup.
I'm sorry.
Can't do
you
this.
You just love water types, because you like Squirtle.
I do like water types.
Totodile's your favorite Pokemon, right?
Yes. Totodile was the best.
Just base Totodile, like no.
Yes, base Totodile is the cutest, most lovable Pokemon.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I'm always like torn on stars. Like I never, besides like Bulbasaur, I don't think I have like back to Bulbasaur. Besides Bulbasaur, I don't think I have like a favorite for like each gen. Like I'll always like switch in between. But yeah, like Gen 4 was like my last exposure to that, because I remember I played Diamond, and then I played Platinum.
That was a good game.
Yeah, and I remember catching Giratina or Giratina, however the people pronounce his name. And
Did you
then
ever catch it in Diamond?
Were you able to catch it in Diamond? I think
it was a secret one.
I don't think I ever beat Diamond. I know I beat Platinum, but I don't think I ever beat Diamond.
Okay. Yeah, I caught mine in Platinum, and then I got in Pearl, and then I got Platinum.
I thought
I caught it again.
You couldn't catch Giratina in Platinum? That was okay.
You could catch it in Pearl and Diamond. It was hidden in a cave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, so like every now and again, like I'll be informed on like the new stuff that's happening in Pokemon. Like, oh, like new Alola, right? Alola forms, or like fairy
Galar
types.
forms.
Like this is the new starters. I'm like, oh, that looks cool, but like that's like my most extent to like the knowledge. And I remember you were there, so I'll just tell the story for the video.
Okay.
And I won't be able to tell it as funny as it happened in real life, but back up where we go to school, we had one of our friends visiting us, and we were on a bus. We were going somewhere, and it was us two and our friend, and the new starters just dropped for whatever gen we're on. What gen are we on now? Like
8? I think it's 8, yeah.
And it was the one with the what was
Sword and Shield, Squabble, not Lopunny. I don't know the other name.
But
and something.
I remember, yeah, it was like we were talking about it, because they just dropped, like everyone like on social media was like going crazy about it. Like, it's a green monkey. Oh my god. But
Squabble gang, no, Rookie gang.
But we were just talking about it, and our one friend knows like nothing. Like he is like, we're probably the most knowledgeable about Pokemon, and my knowledge is very baseline. So our other friend was like, not like he does not like, again, like he probably knows like just from like popular culture stuff about Pokemon. and we were talking about it, and we were talking about the stars and like looking at pictures, and he was like, "This looks like dog shit." He's probably, if I had to guess, he would probably be a Gen 1er because he seems that basic. But
Yo, let's
like,
make sure he doesn't watch this video.
No, I'm calling him out. No, so like I remember us looking at the photos and like just talking about the new Pokemon and like what the region's gonna be like, and he's like, wait, what gen is this? Like, what is it called? And we're like, oh, it's like Pokemon Sword and Shield. He was like, that's the fucking name? He was like, what's next? Pokemon Bus and Minivan? And he like yelled that on the bus, and the guy that was like across the aisle from us was just like looking at like, and he was listening to our entire conversation, and I just saw him fucking start like laughing.
Yeah.
Like he was like the amount of hate he said. He was like, that's the name?
What's next? Pokemon Bus and Minivan?
Yeah, it was like, oh my god. He was it was a very funny memory.
It was very funny. Yeah, because the guy... Because was it
I
us
just
two sitting next to each
the
other?
funniest moment of that was just the guy's reaction listening to us complain about the new Pokemon.
Because you were sitting across from us. It was David and I next to each other, right?
I think we were just sitting, the three of us, in a row.
Oh, we were
back,
in a
back
row?
before you could sit next to people and like take public transportation and be outside.
But yeah, some guy across the way was listening. He busts out laughing with us, and then you could tell like other people
The
around
bus
were giving
wasn't
us the
packed.
eyes.
It wasn't packed, but we were being very loud. Like there was like a couple of people. That was the best part. Just the people
It was
like
so
the
funny.
people reacting to these three just nerdy people rant about Pokemon and then just like complain about it.
Because the one guy was busting out, and then you could tell some other people sitting around were listening, and they were giving the eyes, and you could tell they were kind of holding back their laughter. And then there were some people who were just so like fed up with us.
They were just annoyed by us.
Yeah.
Another funny story I have, just about just being just a Pokemon nerd, is I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I don't know if you have. It's like a website called Sporkle.
I think I've heard the name, but I'm not sure what it is.
It's just like if you look it up, it's just like it's like a trivia site is the best I can explain it. Like and like it has like all these topics and all these quizzes, and then they'll be like, name all the presidents, and you have to like type in all the presidents' names, or like and there's literally categories for everything, probably every TV show, every video game ever.
Kind of like with Tier Maker or whatever.
Yeah, but it's just like you have to like complete the quiz and stuff.
Yeah.
And I came downstairs when I was living with my parents. I walked downstairs in my house, and my brother and my dad were talking about it because they're very big sports fans, and they were doing like sports quizzes, like name. I don't know enough.
Name all the NFL teams.
Yeah, it's like name all the NFL teams. Like it will show you their logos, and then you have to type names, or like name every person in the lineup or whatever. They were just talking about that, and I sat down. I was eating, and they were talking about it, and I was like, "You guys are doing sports quizzes? I bet I could." I'm like, I could kill a couple of those quizzes, and he was like, "You could do a sports quiz," and I was like, "No, but like if you looked up like a Pokemon quiz, I could probably name every single Gen 1 Pokemon if you gave me their picture." Also, like, I'm not good at spelling, so I probably couldn't complete the quiz. I would mess up every single one of their names. I'm awful at spelling. But my dad was like, the amount of, like, my dad was like, it wasn't disappointment, but he was just like, really? Like, every single one? And I was like, I even bet if you gave me the first 4 gens of Pokemon, I could name every single one. And that's when his face turned to complete disappointment. He was like, really?
No.
He was like, really? Like, you can name all them? And I said, I was like, that has to be like, what, like 500 plus Pokemon?
Yeah, if it's like 150 a gen or
But
so.
they don't they don't introduce 150 each, because they bring over Pokemon from the last generation.
It's
so
usually
they
about
have
100 new ones.
Yeah,
though.
so I was like, that has to be like 100.
Like 400 or 500.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll probably miss a few, but like I could probably get every single one.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you can, huh? And I was like, watch, I'll do this. And I looked up like Pokemon quizzes like on my phone, and it was name like all the Pokemon types. And what I don't know if is that the word? Now I'm blanking.
What,
about
types?
Yeah, like types. I don't
Typing?
know.
Like
Yeah,
fire, water?
I don't know why I started to doubt myself when I started to talk about the topic. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I can do this. And it was like it was before like Fairy got introduced, and I named all of them within like and I saw like 3 minutes to spare in the quiz, and my dad was like, and I like went, look at this, and like you could tell like he was like he had that dad look of like, I don't care about this, and like I don't care that you can do this. And I was like, look, and he was like, great. And I was like,
So proud.
I was
of
like,
you.
I'm killing it in life. But
Yeah, I don't really have any goofy stories like that. I mean, I used to be the kid in school where, you know, I had a friend action replay me like Darkrai and, you know, crazy legendaries. So I'd be the cheesy kid at school that goes, ha, I would win the Pokemon battle against you. And then we battle and I Dark Void him to death with Darkrai because no one knows how to go up against him. And then everyone just goes, man, I hate playing against you. You're the worst. And then, you know, I had no friends.
You had your Pokemon, don't worry.
Yeah. I had my Pokemon to comfort me. But I don't know, I was really into Pokemon growing up. I would grind level 100 to a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, I was never that dedicated.
Yeah, I would go do the Elite Four over and over again, so I'd like level 100 Arceus and Darkrai and all the starters.
I hate legendary Pokemon so much.
I'd breed all the starters and get one of every single one.
I was
from all the
never into it
generations.
to that extent.
I was.
Like, I never bred Pokemon. I also, like, never... Like, when I was younger, like, I could figure it out now, but, like...
Yeah.
Like, when I was younger, I never cared about, like, breeding. And I never cared about legendaries. I was just like, I want 6 Pokemon that are strong, and I'm gonna beat the Elite Four with these.
Yeah, I was really into the game. I was like, I love collecting these Pokemon. I never completed a whole Pokédex, I don't think.
That's difficult.
That is very hard. But
especially, like, it was, like, some you had to, like, trade to get and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't have friends to trade with.
I did end up owning 2 DSs and getting all of the games at some point. Dude. Like, look at these statues. For the people listening, I got a Lugia and Ho-Oh statue, and if you know how to get these, that's pre-ordering Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so I pre-ordered both of them.
That game was hard with, like, I remember that game was hard with, like, leveling up your Pokemon. Like, it, like, took forever to
that game.
No, it's very good. Like, it's very good. But, like, I remember when I first got it, and, like, the Pokemon ran behind you, and my young brain exploded. Like, I loaded that in, and I was like, my Cyndaquil's behind me? Dude!
My Totodile was following me!
Dude, talking about being dedicated to the game, one of my friends, right now, has, like, he bought, like, a bunch of, like, I don't know if he bought Game Boys or DSs, but he's, like, soft setting for shinies.
Oh my god,
that's like
shiny hunting.
That's ridiculous. Like
that takes so long.
That's like and he has like 3 or something. Like I'm like, dude, that's too much. Like,
what are the chances for a shiny? It's like 1 in 5,000.
I have no idea, but it's like if you have to soft set for each shiny, it's
1
like
in 10,000.
Oh my god, that's like I don't have enough patience in my real life to be putting that into a video game.
Yeah, I would never shiny hunt. I think the first shiny I captured on my own was in Black and White 2. I think it was Black 2.
That was Gen 5, right?
Yeah, Gen 5. And I forget if it was Black or White. It was the like town where you could catch level 5 Pokemon.
I never played Gen 5. No.
Yeah. I'm sure whoever's listening might know, but what I would do is I would hatch eggs, and I'd pretend like I'm a new trainer or whatever, and I'd go and take them, you know, because I was a kid, just having fun. I'd take my little Pokemon that are super low leveled and like run them in that area to level them up at first, and then pass by a lot of time, but I eventually ran into a shiny Rhyhorn, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, it's my first ever shiny I'm finding, so I got a shiny Rhyperior. No, I captured it, and I got a shiny Rhyperior, and I felt like the coolest kid ever. Which I think Rhyperior when it's shiny is like a gold, I think it's gold, so I was like, oh yeah.
Correct.
I was like, this is cool, man. So I felt really good about that. I remember getting a lot of Pokemon through Wonder Trades and stuff or whatever. I would post like starters I hatched and then trade for legendaries, because you know someone's going to trade it with action replay, so I think I got a level 100 Japanese, like Latias or something.
Why does it have to be Japanese, huh?
Because the name was just Japanese. It was a fun fact. But I traded it for something really stupid, and I just got this level 100 legendary, and I was like, I would never have gotten this.
Yeah, really?
It's awesome. But that's how I would play Pokemon. And then, yeah, I've gotten back into it. Obviously.
It's a fun game to just return to every now and again. Like when you get the bug,
sure.
And like recently, like I've seen you, not like recently, but like I remember I would come back and like I would see you just like in the room, like playing like ROMs on your laptop and stuff, and like you would be playing like the
I'd play ROM hacks.
Like ROM hacks, like it wasn't like an actual gen, like it was just like
I played the entirety of Pokemon Glazed. And
Glazed like a donut?
Yeah, glazed like a donut. I think the legendary Pokemon for that game was a Mew. It was
Doesn't
weird.
Mew, like, suck?
No, Mew's a good Pokemon.
Oh.
It's in Gen 8 OU what we were playing.
Is it really?
It's a good one, yeah. It's got a lot of things it can do. Its base stats are 100 across the board.
Just compared to other legendaries, it's
not amazing.
not amazing. Yeah.
Stuff like Mega Rayquaza is insane.
Dude, that's a mega Pokemon.
Yeah, they gave a legendary Pokemon a Mega Evolution. What the fuck?
I'm just surprised they haven't given Charizard like a legendary evolution yet.
It's basically Mega.
Yeah, they've given it 5 other evolutions.
They've given it Gigantamax now. They've gave it.
That's stupid, dude. Again with the same thing of just like I just kind of see things on the base level of like what the hell is that Gigantamax thing? What is that? Is that like a?
So Gen 8 Sword and Shield they introduced Dynamax. So instead of like Mega Evolutions, it's Dynamaxing.
Wasn't Mega Evolutions like just?
Yeah, it was like 2 gens before that, I think. It was like Gen 6
And then they also had the
something.
Z moves too.
Yeah, Z moves was Gen 7, and then they scrapped both of them for Sword and Shield, and they're like, here's a new gimmick, and it's Dynamax.
So it's just like making your Pokemon giant?
Makes them really, really big, but
and it like...
But Gigantamax is different. It gives them a new look.
Oh.
Instead of just being big, they look different, and they're big. And then they get like a special move or something.
Does it like keep them that for like the entire time they're in?
No,
or does it, like, just...
it lasts 3 turns, I believe. And then if in the game you can only do it in like gym battles or something, or like special battles, but
so they've scrapped 2 like new introductions they've made to Pokemon and been like
for a new one.
A new one.
Yeah,
Jeez,
basically.
So
that looks kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
But yeah, Charizard got the Gigantamax, and then they didn't even include Bulbasaur and Squirtle into the new game. But hey, they're in the DLC now with Gigantamax or something. I don't know. I don't own a Switch.
The utter disrespect for Bulbasaur is
for
too
real.
much.
Yeah, Venusaur is a really cool Pokemon in all honesty.
Isn't he? He's in OU, right? Like
Borderline.
Borderline.
So he's like almost underused, but he's technically overused, I believe. Because he has some good stuff. Like I was telling you about Chlorophyll.
Okay,
so if you set up Sunny Day and have him out, he's like the fastest thing alive, essentially.
We should put him on my team that I'm playing for.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, next time I'll make sure to make a Venusaur team.
Oh, dude.
Just revolves around Venusaur. Make him sick as fuck. I can already see it now. Solar Beam, Synthesis.
He'll be our clutch Pokemon instead of Togekiss with Air Slash. Dude, we were. You'll see it in the gameplay, but I don't think
flinch hacks all day.
Flinch hacks were Like I don't think an Air Slash happened without a flinch.
Yeah, I think you had a flinch every time.
Who was the Pokemon I went up against?
Magearna.
Magearna. I think I killed him because it flinched like 5 or 6
times. 6
or
7 times, I think.
It was stupid. Like, he should have beaten me. And I air slashed him just like, I was like, fuck it, I'll sack Togekiss. And I flinched him. I was like, okay, air slash, air slash, air slash. I was like, and he didn't switch out. Like, he didn't think, like, it was so stupid.
Yeah, so you're going to see it in the gameplay. But just a run-by-run analysis. Magearna comes in, I think takes out one of our Pokemon with Draining Kiss. So we throw out Togekiss, that takes, that gets hit by a flash cannon, I believe, and it was already a little low in health, so now it's in red. So, I think we set up a nasty plot or something. And then, I'm like, you know what, just sack Togekiss, go for the air slash, hope for flinch or whatever. He goes for it, flinches, over and over and over and over, and takes out a 100% healthy Magearna, all the way down because of flinch hacks. And that's why I think Togekiss is my least favorite Pokemon to fight against. It's so obnoxious.
I remember you complaining about that to me before you gave him to me.
Yeah,
like,
it's so
I hate
annoying.
This Pokemon is
That's
so
why
annoying.
I put him on the team. I was like, this'll win you matches.
I think I still lost that match, though.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
It came down to like 2 Pokemon or something.
Yeah.
But it was a close match.
It was a
good
fun
one.
time. Just like, just learning about Pokemon again. It's fun.
Yeah. Because I only got into competitive like within the last month or 2. So it's like, I'm still not very good at all, but it's really fun learning about it and seeing like different tactics.
You
and
can
things.
also definitely tell when you're playing. You can tell the people that are like learning it and like figuring it out on their own, and the people that just like watched a YouTube video and replicated move by move and went, that's a good tactic to use. Because like I went up against people and they were just like they were playing like a robot. Or like I would like outpredict them, and I'm not. Most of the time, static is going through my brain when I'm playing Pokemon because I'm playing it like I'm playing a game where I just like click, 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 and I'm not really like strategizing like 3 moves ahead like you are. So it's like people are playing like they're obviously picking Pokemon that like have been set up for them like on YouTube videos, and then they're just like, all right, well he did this in the YouTube video, and then he did this, or like they're reading like a guide or something, and then like. I make like a basic move, and then they like fall for it, and then they like die, and I'm like, and then they would like forfeit immediately. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because the tactic didn't work, they forfeit. Because I know you're referencing the Volcarona.
Yeah.
I remember you saying it while we were recording.
I don't know. Was that in the first
I think it was the first recording we did, so I don't think you'll see the footage for it, sadly. But it was something like he tosses out a Volcarona, we tossed out a Corviknight. And then I was like, look, he's just going to sit there and quiver dance. You need to take it out as fast as you can because it's, you don't want to get set up on. So Danny just goes, all right, I'll Brave Bird. And just one-shots it. And the guy forfeited immediately. Yeah. And then before that, you also outsmarted, like, the other Pokemon he had. So then, I don't know. I forget what happened to the other Pokemon before that. But you did something else where he was playing like a robot with that Pokemon. And then you were like, oh... Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with like following a YouTube video, but like it's like
you gotta know when to do it.
You also gotta think enough for yourself.
Yeah.
Or you gotta at least like plan ahead. Like if like you're like you can't rely on a single tactic because a single tactic doesn't always work.
Yeah. He was probably thinking like maybe we'll swap out or something.
Maybe
he's scared of the fire typing.
I ain't scared of shit, dude. This is a video game. You think I'm scared of you?
Exactly. Corviknight can take
I'll risk anything.
Exactly. But yeah. Those were some matches that will never see the light of day.
Yeah, sad. It's sad because while we were audio recording and like playing at the same time, and like we were like looking back at it, just like hearing myself like being so newbie. Like he threw out a Pokemon, and I was like, "Is that a goddamn turkey vulture?" And what Pokemon was it?
It was what's its name? If I remember to edit like the picture, I'll throw it in, but. It was Mandibuzz, that's what it's called.
And I was like, is that a turkey vulture? And like we were listening to that, I was like, I'm such a fucking noob.
I remember in the first recording, the guy has a Shuckle on his team.
It was the first game. It was the first game. You're like, alright, let's start it up. And I clicked it, and I went, oh god, he has a Shuckle. Oh god.
Just the fear of God in your voice, just like, oh my god, it's a Shuckle.
Dude, I've seen videos, not like, and it wasn't by like professional, like, competitive guys. It's just been like by streamers and YouTubers I watch, like, where they're just like, they're kind of like in the same vein as me as like, hey, we play like we're kind of into Pokemon, but like not like competitively, and we'll play. And then they had like one guy in their group that was like super good at Pokemon, and like he kicked all of their asses with a Shuckle, and I was like, dude, that thing's fucking scurry.
Shuckle's a funny Pokemon to look at. It's got so many different things it can do. I believe it's an OU now, which is like this goddamn little Shuckle. Is an OU.
Have you ever seen is it Dorkly? They have like just they make like animated video game. I haven't watched them in a while.
I might have seen something.
But they make like animated video game like comedy bits.
Okay.
And they have one where it's like Pokemon Rusty, where it's like it's like
I know about that.
Yeah, it's like a mock on like the Pokemon adventure. But they have one where it's like, I forget what the video contexts are, but it's like, I think it's like Pokemon and their evolutions and stuff, and it's like how like all the evolutions would like suck ass in real life, and the main character in those shorts is Shuckle, and how like fucking stupid he is, and it's so funny. Like I remember just like being a kid and watching and be like, dude, my man Shuckle.
That's awesome.
He's like, I'm so excited for my evolution, and then like he doesn't get one, and then like there's like so many like bits of it, like it's so funny to watch. Like that's like a memory that just like shot into my brain. I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, holy shit! Like I forgot about those videos.
Yo, if Shuckle was to get an evolution, what would it be? What would
like
it
a
look
lion
like?
turtle.
A lion turtle? I feel like it would just get bigger.
Like
it would just be bigger.
It wouldn't change appearance at all. It would just grow. Like
it might just like get more holes in its shell and more of its arms come out.
Can it be like that dragon Pokemon where it just gets two heads? It's just two Shuckle heads.
Oh, I know. That's the second form of hydrogen.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Hydrogen, as I call it.
Hydrogen.
Yeah, I made that joke in the first recording.
Yeah, dude. So many good jokes lost. We're so funny. Funny people. Pat ourselves on the back. But,
Pat in my back. I think Shuckle would evolve to just have more arms poking out of its shell. It would be a little
like
bigger with more
like
arms.
An octopus?
Yeah.
Nice.
Competitively, if Shuckle was to get an evolution, there's an item called Eviolite, and it multiplies your defenses by 1.5, like, multiplied, if it can evolve. Shuckle has, like, 251 base defenses.
That's fucking stupid.
So if you were to give it an Eviolite, it would be, like, almost 400 defense just sitting there in a little turtle shell. Like, base, essentially. So that number would be insane.
Damn.
It would be unkillable. It has 10 base HP, but you max that out, you'll get something decent. And you'll be so tanky you would never die. I want to see I need an evolution of Shuckle now. I didn't know I needed it in my life, but I need it now.
We need to email Game Freak.
I'm gonna email the CEO.
Are they even still in charge of Pokemon?
Yeah.
They are?
Pretty sure.
I don't know if, like, that's changed.
They still do that.
Like, because I just want to make sure, because I'm very, like...
You're out of touch a bit.
Not that I'm out of touch, but, like, just knowing me and my luck and just, like, my big mouth, like, I'll say something like that, and then they'll be like, you know, they haven't been in charge of Pokemon in, like, 5 years. It's like...
That'd be funny.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, and then, like... tomorrow it's gonna all change, so then this video uploads and it's like, oh well,
we're just announcing that we're dropping out of Pokemon. Damn it.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
And they'll say in the video, and Shuckle will never get an evolution. We're keeping it in the game that he physically can't.
I heard you guys talking while recording, and no, they're not. Shuckle is not evolving. It's not happening. We're gonna make one last Pokemon game, Pokemon Bus and Minivan, and Shuckle will not evolve. Your starter Pokemon will be a Mini Cooper, an SUV, and a hippie van, and they evolve into, like, dump trucks and buses. The legendary Pokemon's gonna be a Ferrari.
That sounds like a shitty iOS game. You know, like the iOS games that, like, get advertised to you, like, on YouTube and, like, Instagram and stuff, and they're like, you'll never be able to sleep playing this game. And it's like a shitty, like, rip-off of, like, some other popular game.
Yeah.
I could see, like, that, like, being the animated. It'd be like, oh, that looks cool. And they click on it, and it's like a shitty 2-bit, like, just poorly done game. And it's like, I'm very disappointed.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I think what would the legendary Pokemon be? I'm thinking a Ferrari. Or a clown car. It would be a clown car for one game and a Ferrari for the other.
What a difference.
Yeah, because they're always kind of different. Think about X and Y. You had a unicorn and then a big giant dragon Y.
Was that really what it was?
Essentially, yeah. There was
a unicorn?
I mean, not a unicorn. It was a reindeer.
Is that like
It was a reindeer with a fairy typing, and then the other one was like this big kind of flying dragon bird thing that was in the shape of a Y, but then. So that was Pokemon Y.
Aren't all birds with their wings technically in the shape of a Y?
No, but like even more so. And then Pokemon X had a reindeer where its horns were like an X.
I feel like I remember seeing that. Yeah, okay.
I played X. And that was the last Pokemon game I played.
Now I'm kind of salty that for Diamond and Pearl, Dialga and Palkia were like in the shape of like a D and a P. Like their bodies were just like contorted to like, just like
so
look like the letters.
Well, Giratina's like a PL. That'd be hilarious. I mean, they turned him into a serpent in Platinum. They gave him
he has like
the spirit form or some shit.
It's Deoxys that has a couple forms. That's what.
Yeah, Deoxys has big boy form.
I forget what game it was. I think it was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I never played it, but I remember talking to one of my friends. Not the friend that did is doing Shiny Hunts right now. But he was also really into that. He was telling me about it because I never played the game, but he was telling me about it. There's a point in the game where I forget the order you fight them in. Like it's like Rayquaza and then Deoxys.
I don't remember.
Or like you fight like a legendary and then you fight another legendary, and there's a point, and it's like you reach a point where you can't save anymore, and then you go through this like entire gauntlet, fight a legendary, and then you might fight something else or something. Okay. And he killed the legendary by mistake because he was trying to capture it, and he was like, I can't. He's like, I can quit, but like I would lose like I went through that entire gauntlet and catching another legendary, like another Pokemon, and like I would lose like an hour of like my life, and I'm like, Jesus, dude. Like maybe
sacrifices have to be
next
made.
time don't kill a Pokemon like an idiot.
Just bring 2 Master Balls. Are you dumb?
You're fucking stupid.
But yeah, I think 35 minutes. I think that's good, right?
We've been recording
I think
for
it's pretty
35
good.
minutes?
Yeah, 35
Oh,
minutes.
damn. Okay.
A lot of goof and gaff, you
Yeah.
know. You want to plug anything?
Listen to the Outlets podcast.
Hey, 2 videos in a row with the Outlets plug.
Hey, we gotta get people listening to it somehow.
Yeah, the Outlets podcast. It's myself, Danny, 4 other people as of now. We're gonna have more soon.
And we're thinking we're gonna add more stuff. Like we're
We're gonna do skits as well. We're gonna branch out.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna talk about like skits. Like we're trying to get more stuff done like in like a podcast style. Like kind of like we're working on it.
we got plans, but if you want to check that out, you know, you can check that out. You want your Instagram plugged at all?
You just put it like in the description or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to.
I'll put it all in the description. No worries. But yeah, any last words for the viewers?
No. Eat your vegetables.
Wise words from a wise man.
I'm not a wise man. I just know how to play Pokemon professionally.
Pokemon League champ.
Pokemon League champ. Ash, I'm coming for you.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a like anyway. Leave a comment if you want to talk or anything. Share it if you want, you know. Check out the Outlets. Love you, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.